Good morning, mathematicians. Each day for math, you are going to need all of these supplies. Please check right now that you have a math journal, you have your math folder, you have a sharpened pencil, a dry erase board, a marker, and an eraser. Give a thumbs up when you have checked that you have all 6 of these items. Alright, now that we're ready to set, make sure your items are setting in front of you and your hands are free. We need empty hands and eyes up front before we can begin. At the beginning of each unit, you will take a pre-test, like you already did. Your teacher will then use that pre-test to assign you different activities to do for each math lesson. The page you see up front here is what we call our learning journey. We will use this to guide our learning, and today we'll learn how to use that. At this time, your teacher is going to hand back your math pretest and your learning journey. Take a moment to look through the pretest and see which items you got correct and which items you will learn more about during this unit. The learning journey here is where we're going to start today. At the top, your name is already written down. Our Unit 1 is called Naming and Constructing Geometric Figures. Then when you go to the next box, you'll see that we're going to be having the day number. That means like the lesson that we're on today. Today's date, the lesson title, and the learning target for the day. Going down one more box, this is today's activity. Today's lesson is lesson number 1, and then you need to write the date in here. Today is 9-10, September 10th. Today's lesson is lesson 1.1, Introduction to the Reference Book, and the learning target you may read in your head right now. As we go to the next box, it says Activity A, and then it lists 4 activities. Everybody in 4th grade will complete Activity A. Then, when you go down to B and C, one of them will be crossed off. You will either be completing Activity B or Activity C. Knowing that we're learning all about using the reference book, turn to the back page in your packet, and it says Math Learning Intentions. This is just like what you did in reading. So again, you're going to be writing the date on here. So write 9-10. The lesson number, so we are on lesson 1.1. And I will be successful when I can. Well, think about what today's learning target is. What is one way you will be able to show that you are successful with this learning target? Please pause the video and discuss. So one thing we could write is, I will be successful when I can use the reference book. Let's get started then. At this time, we're going to do our mental math. You will use your whiteboard and your marker to complete this. On the left, we have problems you must solve. On the right are the ones you may solve if you have time. I'll write down the problem. You only need to write down the answer. Go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go through them. I'm going to say the problem, you say the answer. 6 plus 1 equals 8 plus 0 equals 4 plus 4 equals 9 plus 2 equals 6 plus 7 equals 60 plus 70 equals 20 plus 30 equals 60 plus 80 equals. Erase your board and set your board, marker, and eraser down. At this time, you are going to get a math reference book for you and your partner to share. Go to the table of contents in your math reference book and figure out what the different sections in the book are. Put a thumbs up when you have found at least 2 different headers for these sections. Let's go through what we found. So if you look at the table of contents, we have whole numbers, decimals and percents, fractions, data and probability. On the next page we have problem solving, calculators, games, and geometry and measurement, algebra. And you'll notice too that each of these headers has a different color. That's very important because when we go to an actual page of the book, there's a color at the top of the page. This color corresponds with the color in the table of contents. So as soon as I turn to page 231, I notice that it's yellow on top, which goes with the game section. You're going to be using your table of contents to work on page 2 in your math journal today. You are going to be looking up some different words. Remember, the glossary is in the back of the book. The second thing you'll be doing is finishing to cut your fact triangles. You have 2 more pages to cut out, and then you're going to sort through them. You'll cover one number on your triangle. So for example, we might cover the 3, and then we do in our head 9 minus 6 equals, if you know it right away, put it in one pile. That could be called your got it pile. And then you might have on the right a pile called practice. So if we got it right away, we'll set the card down under got it. If it takes us a little bit of time to get it, we set it under practice. When you have sorted all cards, you will then go back and practice the practice pile once again. What does it mean when the card has the dot by the number? Turn and talk with your partner and then discuss as a group. Finally, you should have your math boxes completed. We will begin taking a look at these during our morning meeting time. So mathematicians, today you're going to be completing activity A and then either B or C on your learning journey. You will cut out the fact triangles, the math masters that are in the front of the room. When you're done, you need to check this off that you've done it. Then you need to practice the facts as explained in the video. Then check it off. You'll put your fact triangles away in your folder and then do Math Journal page 2. This can be with a partner. Once you have completed this page, check it off. And finish math boxes if you need to do so, and then check it off. All activity A, B, and C papers, like the Math Masters, will be available in the Golden Minds room, the middle classroom, up on top of that cart where we keep the construction paper, the compasses, and any other materials you might need. Make it a great day.